I consider myself to be one of the kindest people that you can meet in life. I consider myself to be undefeated when it comes to when you meet me, if I meet you, it's a 100% chance that you walked away with a smile. It's a 100% chance that you're like, man, that's a cool dude. That's a genuine dude. No matter what they look like, their demographic, no matter what their skin complexion is, their age, no matter what. Every time I see this dude, he's consistently cordial and cool with everybody that is around him. I'm that way. I'm consistently that way. A lot of people may get surprised if they see the other side of me. And that side of me is the side of me that don't give a yes, there's a side of me that don't give a and like I told you guys, I'm gonna start keeping it raw when it comes to being transparent on these videos, and I'm gonna continue to keep doing that. So if you're not here for raw, transparent content, conversations that you think about in your head but you don't really want to talk about, you don't feel comfortable talking about it, that's where you're going to find those conversations here on my platform. I'm going to talk about the things that you may be scared to talk about, you may want to talk about, you may not have an outlet to talk about these things or have someone to talk about it or can relate, or you just, you know what I mean, you just don't want to talk about it. We're going to talk about real, raw life. We're going to talk about real, raw experiences. We're going to talk about it, and we're going to keep it positive, all right? But yeah, I'm a nice person. I'm a cool person, bro, when you meet me. I promise you, anybody that know me, if they're watching this video, they'll tell you the same. On the flip side, even though most people will see the nice version of me, most people will see the nice side of me, there's also another side of me that just don't give a Now, of course, I'm going to bleep out some of the words. You know, I want my videos to, you know, not be flagged. I want you guys to be able to see it. I want this message to be projected to whom it may concern, to whom could use it. But yeah, there's a side of me that just don't give a you know what I mean? And I'm explaining it, all right? Before we do anything, like the video, just like the video at the very most. If you appreciate it at the very end, then go ahead and log all the way in and subscribe. But anyway, so one thing I realized, bro, is it's okay to be a nice person, bro. Once upon a time in the past, most of the stuff, everything I'm gonna talk to you guys is not based off of reading a book, a novel, or repeating someone else's experience. This is 100% coming from my experience, and my experience only. All right, so in the past, and some of you guys may can relate to what I'm talking about, but in the past, I was also a nice guy, but I also gave too much of a when it came to certain things, and I'm explaining myself, and some of y'all, I'm sure you guys can relate. But of course, I was a nice guy then, I'm a nice guy now. And when I tell you that I have a side of me that don't give a F, when I tell you that I have that side, it doesn't mean that I have two faces. It doesn't mean that I'm a different person. It doesn't mean that I'm one person one way or to one person, or I'm different to another person. It doesn't mean none of that. I am all sides. I am all of the above. I'm one person. But what changes that, what brings out that I don't give a fuck behavior within me, all really depends on how you are to me. You feel what I'm saying? It all really depends on the type of experiences that I'm getting from you. See, me, even though I'm fairly young, at the same time, I got a head start at life by seeing a lot of how life can be at a very young age, and seeing how a lot of people could play with you at a very young age, and seeing how the world can treat you at a very young age, and seeing how the world could treat you starting from home, and then, of course, into the world, and just in the workplace in general, in school in general. Now, you may be a happy person, you may prefer to be a happy person. By default, you're a happy person, and you know your goal is to be kind and cordial to everyone. But when you encounter that person or those persons who want to play on your top, who like to play on your top, you feel what I'm saying, who have ulterior motives or motives, negative motives, or motives to just, you know what I'm saying, come at you in attack mode and try to bring you down because of whatever circumstances they're dealing with, or they just, you know, have this big ego and they feel like they can just bully everyone around them. You may not necessarily know what to do in those environments, and you may continue to smile. You may continue to smile, but you walk away hurt. You know what I'm saying? You may continue to smile, but you walk away hurt. Not knowing how to deal with people who like to play with you, who like to play on your top. And what I've come to realize is that, you know, when it comes to me personally, my walk of life, no matter how nice I can be, I realize that a lot of people like to take your niceness, your kindness, and play with it, and they like to take it for weakness. And it took me a minute to get to this place where I could be at peace with saying I don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to how I am to the people that like to play on my top. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sharing this message to anybody out there. I want you guys to understand that the only way that you're really going to be able to have full peace within yourself when it comes to people who like to play on your top, or people who like to project negativity in your life, You can't try to figure it out. One of the biggest weaknesses that very, very extremely nice people have is not knowing how to deal with people who project negativity towards them, bro. One of the biggest weaknesses that super nice people have, one of the biggest weaknesses that super nice people possess is the inability to not give a fuck about what people think about them in the first place. So the reality is you could be a super nice person. Don't change that. I'm not saying be a a-hole. I'm not saying walk around life swinging you know what I'm saying, like beating on your chest and being an a-hole to people. I'm not saying that. You could still be a nice person, and you could also still drop your nuts if you need to. You feel what I'm saying? You could still flex if you need to, but that's only if you need to. And I realized early in life, man, trying to figure out, okay, I'm super nice to these people, I'm super nice to this person. Why is their energy so negative towards me? You know what I mean? Why are these people bullies in the work culture? Or why are these people bullies in this environment? Why do they like to bully my peers? Why do they like to bully me? You know what I'm saying? And you see a lot of people just eating it and taking it, going home crying to their families, bro. Saying that I'm going to continue to be a nice person because I don't know how to do anything different. I don't know how to be mean back. I don't know how to defend myself. And this is where the power of not caring, I'm going to switch it from not giving an F to make sure that, you know, this is friendly for you guys. But this is where the power of not caring about what other people perceive of you, or not caring about what you got to do to get your piece, what you got to do to let people know you're not going to continue to keep playing with me, and you got to stand on that. What you have to do is realize I can be nice, I can be cool, but if you play with me, I can also show you another side of me that says, hey, look, until we can get on the same page, nah, I'm going to stand on business when it comes to making sure that you're not going to play with me. And I don't care. I don't care what you think. I don't care what your reaction is. I don't care if it doesn't agree with majority of the environment. I don't care. At the end of the day, you have to have this I don't give a care attitude when it comes to what it is that you're trying to protect. And what it is that you may be trying to protect may be your peace of mind. What it is that you may be trying to protect is your ability to be kind to people. What it is that you may be trying to protect may be your family. What it is that you may be trying to protect may be your own values, your morals, and your principles. And so what you have to do is draw a line. And you have to say, within this confined space, within this line, bro, within this line, it's all positive over here, bro. It ain't nothing but positive vibes once you step foot into this territory. It ain't nothing but positive vibes, but the only thing is you gotta be positive too. You could be different than me. You could look different than me. I love football. You may not be into sports at all, but we could still be cordial. I could still be nice to you as long as you don't step across that line with anything other than being a positive-minded individual. You feel what I'm saying? I may be into YouTube. You may be into something different. We don't have to agree on every single thing. We don't have to be in the same like headspace. At the end of the day, once you step across this line, you're either invited and it's all positive, or you're an intruder and you're challenging me. And at the end of the day, this is where you have to be tough. This is where you have to hold your ground. This is where you have to say, you know what, especially when you can identify that you're being played with, especially when you can identify that without a doubt you're being played with, bro. Without a doubt, you don't have to question it. These people are challenging you. They are playing with you. They playing on your top. And that's when those I don't care superpowers need to increase at the highest max if necessary. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, bro, it's a cold world, and you'll find that not everybody is the same. Not everybody is positive. Not everybody cares like you care. Not everybody loves like you love. Not everybody is optimistic. If you're an optimistic person, not everybody around you is going to be optimistic, and that's okay. But the moment that they trespass, the moment that they violate, you have every right. You have every right to handle it how you need to handle it, as long as within, you know what I'm saying, the right perspective. But at the same time, you can't let people play with you. You have to not care when it comes to some people that you encounter or engage with in life, bro. Because some people are going to play with you. They're going to play with you, man. Some people out here is just going to play with you no matter what. And they may take your, especially if you're a super kind person like myself, especially if you're a super kind person, because some people out here are predators, man. They're predators, and they try to see who they can take advantage of in life. They try to see who they could take from. And the first people that they see, the first type of people that they like to prey on is the ones that they deem as weak. Women, children, weak men, weak-minded people, and super nice people with super nice demeanors. The one thing that you can't change is your ability to still continue to be a nice person. Remember, don't let them take you out of your element. Don't let them change you. If you're a nice person, continue to be nice. Don't shape and form who you are and conform your life to how other people are. I'm just saying, If you have another side of you that say, I need to be in protective mode, if you have another side of you that say, I need to be war ready, if you have another side of you that says, I'm not to be played with, then sometimes in life you have to let people know it's time to step back. I'm a nice person, but if you think you could play with me, I'm gonna let you see and learn otherwise. I'm not the one. I'm not the one. Personally, I wish we didn't have to live in a world where you even have to have this I don't GAF mentality. But, you know, reality is, bro, when you step foot outside of the crib, when you go into that workforce, when you go to school, no matter how nice of a person you are, no matter how kind you are, no matter how kind you want to be to any and everybody, the reality is, bro, everybody is different. Every energy is different. And there's some really cold-hearted, malicious people out here, bro, who's preying on your weakness, who's preying on your kindness, bro, who sees your kindness and say, I wonder if this person is weak. So what you have to possess is the ability to say, you know what, I could be a kind person, but I can also be a I don't give a F, let's go, let's get it type of person too. Or from a different perspective, if you have ideas that you share, things that you want to do, and people just have difference of opinions, you can't care about people's opinions. Everything isn't about peace and war, but you have to possess this I don't GAF mentality, because let's just say you're in pursuit of something and you want to become something in life, and you have these goals, visions, and ideas and dreams of things that you want to do. You aspire to do something, but you have people around you who may not care, or you may have someone who say, man, I'm not really rocking with that idea that you shared with me. You feel what I'm saying? You can't care, bro. You have to not give a F when it comes to people having a different observation, different opinion, other than what it is that you project and what you want to do. You can't care, bro. You cannot care at all. Not even a little bit, bro. Not even a little bit. So how do you possess this I don't GAF mentality, D? How do you get to a point where if I'm a nice person and it's hard for me to pull that out of me, how do I possess that? Because I know it's easier said than done. My friend, I was also one of those type of people who had to learn, and it took a process for me to get to this point where I can still be nice to everyone until you cross that line. And then I can also show you the other side that says I don't GAF. It took a minute. It's not an overnight thing. And so for me, it started with working on myself. For me, it started with self-development, personal development, working on not worrying about what anybody think of me over a period of time, building my confidence within myself, building myself up to where I am so sure of myself, to where I am this strong, sturdy person, almost like going to the gym. You may go to the gym day one as a weakling, right? But you have to work yourself up to where you can lift more weight and get bigger muscles, and then over a period of time, ain't nobody gonna play with you. Over a period of time, you strong enough. You've been in the lab. Over a period of time of lifting those weights, eventually you get stronger. Eventually you start developing some durability within yourself. Over a period of time, over a year, 2 years, 5 years, you look up and realize that you're a totally different person. You're not that same weak link from day one. And just because you have bigger muscles, just because you're a more developed individual, more solid individual, it doesn't mean that you change who you are, bro. It doesn't mean that now you become the bully because you're a stronger version of yourself. No, that's the worst thing that you can do when you become a strong, confident individual. The worst thing you could do after you become a confident, well-built, well-established individual is become that person who you didn't like. The worst thing that you could do is become that person who motivated you to become a stronger, well-built individual. No, what you do is you take that strength and you add it with who you are, bro. It's like adding tools to a tool belt. Just because you have a wrench and now you have a hammer, you don't throw away the wrench. You keep both and you use one or the other depending on how you need it in life. You add these tools, bro. The only thing that you take away, the only thing that you remove from your life is anything that doesn't add value to yourself, whether it's someone else or whether it's yourself, in the process of learning who you are. If you realizing you're not treating yourself right, then it's some things, some internal work, some stuff you got to do within yourself to take certain things away from you so that you can keep going up. It's not always about how someone else treats you or how others do you. Sometimes it's about how you treat yourself in the process of growing. Sometimes it's about having to remove some ways of how you think, some ways of how you operate. Sometimes it's not about other people. Sometimes it's about yourself. But the whole point that I'm trying to say is you don't have to be one without the other. You can be comprised of both. You could be a very nice person, but if you gotta, you know what I'm saying, switch it up and let people know, hey, look, not over here. Because if you don't possess this I don't care mentality, they're gonna keep testing you. It's not gonna go away, bro. It's not gonna go away. They're gonna continue to keep testing you every single day, driving you insane, bro. You deserve better than that, my sister, my brother. You deserve better than that. You deserve better treatment than that. And the best way that you could do it is demand it for yourself. The best way that you could do it is let people know you're not gonna play with me, bro. The best way that you could do it is not care about what anybody think about you when it comes to your goals, your visions, whatever it is that you are in pursuit of in life, you can't care, bro. And the best way to establish this mentality is to work on yourself, pour into yourself, nurture yourself, know yourself better than anybody else can give an opinion. Know yourself better than anybody else who's there to give an opinion or challenge you in any way. You have to work on yourself, and this is how you become this strong, well-built individual, is if you were working out in the gym every single day. Go to the gym. Build your confidence on every single level. And this is how you develop the skill set of not caring when it's necessary to not care. But no matter what, don't change who you are, bro. Don't change who you are. Add to who you are. Be who you are. But remove what's not necessary. So I know it may seem harsh, but this is a powerful tool that has helped me gain peace at night. This is a powerful tool that has helped me keep people, you know what I'm saying, away from me, letting people know, hey, look, I'm not to be played with. Because when I used to play the game of letting people play with me, they continue to play with me, bro. They continue to play with me. And they'll continue to play with you if you let them play with you. If you tiptoe around and let people play with you, they're going to figure out how they can play with you and move to new levels of how they can continue to keep playing with you. You have to become a solid enough individual to let people know when they come to you and when they come to your top, you can't play. They can't play with you like that. I know for me, when it come to me, you're going to know you can't play with me. And so, again, like I said, I'm a nice person. Continue to be a nice person, bro. Stay that nice person to everybody, bro. Stay that nice person to everybody. But you must defend yourself, and you must have this I don't care mentality when it comes to people playing with you and when it comes to people who have judgment of you. I found it to be very helpful that I can wear whatever hat I need to wear for whatever the occasion is. You know what I'm saying? I can put on whatever drip I need to put on for whatever the occasion is and still be who I am and not have to mask who I am. I found that there's so much power when it comes to not caring about anybody's opinion of me when it comes to who I am and my walk of life and my choices of life. I found that there's so much power in not caring about how I treat you, how I respond to you when you play on my top, when you feel that you can play with me. You know what I'm saying? I found that, hey, look, if you want to play this game, if I don't care, you don't care how you're going to treat me, I'll play the game. I'll play the game. I'll match your energy. Or a person taking my kindness for weakness, me being able to see that, bro, you give me permission to, you know, respond how I need to, bro. You give me permission to say, all right, if we're going to play this game, you play it your way, I'm going to play it my way. If you're not going to care about how you treat me, if you're not going to care about crossing my positive line, bro, and you want to bring your negativity my way, if you're going to play this game of not caring about how you are to me, then I'm going to play this game. I'm going to match your energy. People say don't match energies. I'm going to match your energy, bro. I'm going to meet you where you at. And I'm just going to give you a dose of me. You giving me a dose of you, I'm going to give you a dose of me. So it's not about being tough or none of that, but you got to stand ground when it comes to protecting what's important to you. You got to stand ground when it comes to protecting your safe space, your energy. You got to stand ground. You got to let people know tomorrow, tonight when you go to bed, I'm going to give you something to think about. Tomorrow, it's up to you how you want to carry it. But I have the energy, I have the endurance, I have the stamina to do this for however long this plays out. I can do this for a day. I can do this for a decade. I can do this for however long that it takes until we get on the same page. If we got to be in each other's environment, workspace, school, whatever, bro. I can do this for however long I need to. You don't have to like what it is that I'm pursuing, but you're going to respect it. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, I'm going to initiate respect to each and everybody, bro. And so this is one of the reasons why I stand on what it is that I'm saying, because I don't come with shenanigans. I don't come judging people, mistreating people. I don't come with none of that. It will make complete sense if you are the type of person that dish it out. Then of course it makes sense for it to be reciprocated. But if you're not dishing it out and you're getting feedback, negative feedback, you have every right. You have every right to expend that energy to do whatever it takes to be war ready, to be built enough to stand on what it is that you need to make sure that you are not to be played with and to be respected when it comes to whatever it is. So anyway, this will conclude the video. I told you guys I'm going to go raw. I'm going to get raw. I'm going to get real. I know everybody is different, and I'm not by no means encouraging anybody to go out here and do nothing crazy. I'm saying be yourself, but be strong enough to not let nobody play with you neither. Be strong enough to stand on what it is that you need to stand on and protect your peace. Be strong enough to not let nobody's opinion change or dictate the nature of what it is that you want to do in life, what you want to accomplish in life, what you want to pursue in life, what's important to you in life, what you love. Be strong enough to not let nobody sway you out of you. And sometimes you have to dig into that I don't GAF what you think, your opinion of me bag. I'm not going to let you play with me bag. I don't care what you think about me bag. Sometimes you have to dig into that bag because that may be the only way that you can get your point across to people who like to play with you. Anyway, this will conclude the video. Make sure you guys chop it up in the comments. This is a positive vibe community. Let's keep it that way. I welcome all different opinions, similar opinions. At the end of the day, the goal is to create conversation. Last but not least, I wore these shades in today's video because in a previous video, somebody told me that they did not like the ring light in my glasses. And this is me saying, I don't care. I wear what I want to wear. You know what I'm saying? It may be a distraction to some people, and you know, I'm not intending it to be a distraction, but don't nobody tell me what to do. So I wore it intentionally for anybody who don't like it. But anyway, y'all, this will conclude the video, man. I appreciate and love all you guys, all of my returning supporters. I appreciate you guys, all of my new, my day ones, in betweens, anybody who show love on the channel. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Cannot do this without y'all. Till the next video, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Do what brings life to you. Please don't let those words go over your head. Do what brings life to you. And it's a great chance that you'll bring life to whatever it is that you do. Till the next video, you already know the goal is to #grow peace and blessings, one love, strength.